Why do I want to play volleyball all of a sudden?
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe class, SKYDIVE. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we have SKYDIVE. What's with that stupid grin? I guess life's been good to him. But we have him there in his alt mode, in his robot mode. Then we have SKYDIVE. On this side, we got some primage till all are one in multiple languages. Hooray for languages. He is a Los On this side, we have Superion. On top, SKYDIVE. On the bottom, Words Think Stuff. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have SKYDIVE, the last of our aerial dudes. And here he is in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode. But let's get in close so we can take a look at the details. And there we have that noggin. Nice orange for the face there. It's got an Oompa Loompa face going on, but still looks good. You got that nice blue for the eyes. Autobot symbol there on the chest. And just a red and black and gray color scheme going on. Now he is a recolor remold of Air Raid. So you will see some things you recognize, but they did do some remolding as well. Got the backpack going on. Yeah. Now articulation wise, what have we got? I'll let you know. So the head, I believe, is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggly waggly. You can't look up if you use this transformation hinge. You can look all the way up, do total squirrel. And arms can do a full 360, can move in and out. You got bicep rotation, a bit over, 90 degrees of bend at the elbow and nothing at the wrist, just inward movement due to transformation. You do have waist rotation, the legs can move forward that far, can move back that far, outward. You can do the full splits and a little extra. You got thigh rotation, 90 degrees of bend there at the knee as far as the feet. They can move up, they cannot move down, but you have lots, a gratuitous amount of ankle tiltage, and these wings back here, you can kind of angle them how you want. There are tab slot connections here as well, so you can just kind of bring them all the way back, tab them in, keep them nice and neat, or have them splayed out. You can do what you want. As always, your toy, display it however you wish. Now, as far as accessories go, we do get a pair of blasters here, just cast in black. A very nice basic pair of blasters here, and that is everything you get with SKYDIVE. And of course, you can wield his weapons for maximum pew-pewing, bang-banging, and all of that good stuff. And are the weapons Blush compatible? In theory, I mean, the posts are there, but they don't really hold on. There's just not enough meat for them to hold on to, so we're gonna call it not Blush compatible. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with 86 Prime. And here he is with the Combiner Wars SKYDIVE. So you can see how that works out. And here he is with G1 SKYDIVE, because his legs don't really hold up anymore. It's just, yeah, but you know, but he's still precious. He's still precious. Oh, so precious. Aww. And here we have the Aerial Bot crew together at last, reunited, and it feels so good. So that is basically it for the robot mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to grab the foot and just pull this entire shin section up. The foot will tab into the inside of the shin, and then the shin will tab into the thigh right here, so just line that up. Get that sitting like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And once the second verse has been firsted, we can just tab those legs together. We can move on to the upper body for now. And then you're just going to take his hand, flip it in. You got to take the arm and bring it into the body. Post-port connection right there. Just plug that in, and same thing on the other side. And once that is done, we're going to take his head, rotate it 180. Then we're going to take this whole cockpit section here, just untab it, straighten out that hinge, and then just bring all this down. Tab slot connections on either side of the head there. Shut that down so it clicks into place, and you can see a little tab that'll go into a notch in the wing. Just bring that wing down, and you got the front all done. And then you're going to take this whole back half here, you're going to raise it up, and then just kind of shift it up like that. And just drop it down, get all that situated, bring these fins down, rotate this 180. And last thing is just flip out the little landing gear here. And there you go. There you have SKYDIVE in his alt mode. Not a bad spin. Not a bad spin there, buddy. But there you have him in his alt mode. And a solid little jet mode there. It looks sleek from some angles. And we're getting close here so we can take a look at the details. So we got the nose cone, the cockpit done in a nice gloss black. We got some little patches of light gray in there, which is interesting. And you have the lightning bolt detailing there on the wings with the Autobot symbol. That tail fin done in a nice bright blue with that lightning bolt as well. There's the top, there's the bottom. I mean, it's not the sleekest jet from the side, but hey, it slides as flying things should. Hooray for sliding, flying things. And for comparison, here he is with the Combiner Wars SKYDIVE. And here he is with G1 SKYDIVE, because precious. Oh, so precious. Aww. And the aerial dudes take flight as a team once again. Glorious. And for the size queens out there, from end to end, SKYDIVE comes in at 6 inches. With a wingspan of 4¼ inches. So, there you go. And as far as the accessories, of course, they can store on the alt mode, and just like all the others, the weapons just plug in under the wings, thusly, and thusly, and there you have your storage. Hooray for storage. But wait, there's more! Because of course we can get this guy into combine mode, and we can complete Superion. So to get him into combine mode, we can just take this fin, just rotate it up, take these fins and bring them back. Gonna take the cockpit here and just get this detached, rock this back. I'll just tab in right back there. Then you want to take the nose cone, the cockpit proper, and just bring that back on that double hinge. Take these wings, bring them back. We'll just tab into the sides right there. Bring that landing gear down, take the head, and just fold that back. And he is ready for combination. And once you have SKYDIVE connected, and he connects the exact same way that Air Raid does, there we have our completed Superion. And he really is just a nice, solid, chunky, hefty combiner when it's all put together. And now we'll take a closer look at this big boy here. And as far as the head sculpt goes, nice head sculpt we got there. Now, like I said, you know, he's nice and beefy and chunky when he's all put together. He has some weight to him also, so he definitely doesn't feel, you know, flimsy and light. Like, he feels really good in hand. Toes are a little small. There's one thing I can critique about this, is toes a little bit on the stubby side. He has a lot of calf. I mean, yeah, the leg bots, they stick out very far. I mean, you know, he doesn't skip calf day. That's all. He spends extra days, you know, extra time on his calves. That's all. That's all. But he got a little bit of a backpack there, but all in all, not too shabby. Now, articulation-wise, as far as Superion goes, what have we got? You shall be informed. So the head is on your ball joints. You got your wiggly waggly. You can look up a little bit, look down a little bit. That can do a full 360. Arms, Can do a full 360. Nice little ratchet joint, and he can hold his arms up quite well. Outward on a ratchet joint, and not the strongest there. It can hold, just don't shake him. But he can hold his arm up enough. You got bicep rotation. Got a ratcheted elbow joint there with 90 degrees of bend. You do have wrist rotation. The hands can also move in if you need them to. Moving on down, you do have a waist joint. If you move the flap out of the way, legs can move forward that far, and the legs can hold pretty well. Don't know about the knees, but the legs themselves can hold pretty well. Can move forward that far, back that far, outward, full split, a little extra again. Legs hold pretty well. Again, they can hold the pose, but kind of bop it. It'll drop a bit. You got thigh rotation, knee joint, 90 degrees. And, you know, again, not the tightest ratchets, but they'll hold. And as far as his little tootsies go, they can move up, but since it works that way, I don't know, that might not do anything for you. But you do get some ankle tiltage. And for comparison, here he is with 86 Prime. Here he is with Combiner Wars Superion. And there are some people who have the opinion that the Combiner Wars version is still better than this one. You are entitled to your opinion, but I do not share it. But hey, to each their own. You like what you like. And here he is with G1 Superion because he's precious, oh so lanky, but oh so precious. And with our current crop of combiners, here he is with Menasor. Now bear in mind, Menasor does have some extensions there, so he's going to be a little bit taller, but just so you can see how that works out there. And here he is with Devastator. And if you'd like a measurement to the top of his little antenna here, he comes in at about 12.5 inches tall. So there you go. So there you have Skydive and Superion. As far as Skydive goes, you know, I mean, he's just a recolor, remold of Air Raid, but still a solid figure nonetheless. He actually comes together in jet mode a bit better than Air Raid. I didn't have any issues with parts tabbing in, so that's a bonus. As far as Superion goes, I like him. I dig him very much. A solid combiner once it's all put together, and you know, as far as mainline Superions go, I will say this is the best one we've gotten. And I know people have their issues with the, you know, the quote-unquote skeleton combiners, and you know that's a personal preference thing. Again, to each their own. You like what you like. It doesn't bother me one bit, you know. All in all, this is a very well done, fun, playable set of aerial bots, and it culminates in a good-looking, fun Superion, in my opinion. So there you go. Now, I picked up Skydive from BigBadToyStore.com. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Age of the Primes playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Age of the Primes, Skydive, and Superion, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Ah, Superion! Now we can finally take on the Decepticons in the skies. What about Powerglide and Cosmos? They fly. Well, here's the thing. Powerglide and Cosmos, they aren't really all that intimidating, you know. Powerglide is really just a softie. Cosmos has a bit of a weight problem. You know, they're just not very intimidating. But with you, now the Decepticons will be flying the unfriendly skies. Ha 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 ha. Laugh!